Okay. I hope everything works. Let's just check. And it worked. I don't know if it does. 1 second. Alright. I have no idea actually what we're going to do. I just wanted to build. So also my PC is just going crazy. Alright, so either we could build a little thing in here, or we could build a park here. I think we're going to build a little thing here. I do need to then get something up. Because I was also thinking of like building an animal hospital, but not so sure about that. Because that would be like a kind of a bigger build. And I just want to do something calm and just something that I don't really have to worry about too much. Although I did spend quite some time just looking up reference images. That doesn't help. But yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. Anyway, need to pull something up. Yeah. I got so many ideas of like, oh yeah, a little park here with the waterfall coming down, or a park here because this is where my PC just tries to self-destruct, it seems. But this would be an interesting part because it's like it's the border between the Asian area and the African area, so this needs to somehow blend or just be a very nice transition between those two. But then we could also do the animal hospital, which would go here. Also, for those people who have been on the Discord and have watched all the pictures that I showed, yeah, we're building in an older version of Naturalis, so all of those things are not visible here. I could go there, but I don't want to. That's just going to be like a little bit of a secret there. Or secret. It's not much of a secret, it's just like I'm not going to show it in the stream yet. But I also, because I am working in an older version, I can't do any terraforming because trying to get that into the newer version is just going to be a pain. So it has to be a building. Wait, actually. Let me just quickly see. I could also do some staff buildings finally, because we're missing those. Let's see, because I don't want a shop here, because it's just a random place. Wait, what kind of building is that one? Staff room. So we have a keeper's hut here. Just also, yes, for some reason, and I don't know why, this is just not aligned properly, so it's going to annoy the heck out of me. And the only way that I can kind of fix this is by making this completely not aligned with this. But yeah, this is... Can my PC just shut up for a second? This is why there basically hasn't been a video in some time now, is because I'm working on something huge, and every small thing that I can do is just like, don't know if I for certain want to go there right now. Yeah, we've just spent 5 minutes just looking around and I've not done anything. But I also kind of want to do this little area because like it's the areas that I just otherwise won't do. Well, won't do. The areas that will get forgotten. I should probably also just put my camera on, but I don't want to. Like, this is basically a test stream. You know what? Let's first do something very simple, which is something that I've wanted to build for quite some time. It's very simple, and it's just going to go here. And because I wanted to do something slightly realistic that's going to be just too boring for a video. Checking in to see if my hotel internet is fine. Yeah. I just want to build like one of those electrical stations. I don't think you call them stations actually. But yeah. Maybe if I stream a bit more frequently, then we will get... I will put the camera on. Right now, just now. But because there's going to be an entire city here, I don't want to build like an electrical thing, dock. I don't know how, again, I really don't know how you call it. It's just like, it's a fenced off area with like a lot of like electrical equipment. And that's it. That's the entire idea. It's in no way going to be functional because it's outside of the zoo, which means why the fuck would I need to make it functional because nobody's going to use it. You could also say the same about me building a city. Because the guests will just walk in a straight path right to the entrance from the spawn point, which is sometimes kind of sad. Because like you build something pretty for them and then they're just like, nope, bitch, we're not going there because we don't care. We just want to get to the zoo, which I get. But also, I built this nice bus stop. Just sit down. I don't think I put benches down, so just sit on the ground. But yeah. I wish the guests returned to the spawn point that they came from. Kinda depends. Yeah. It would just be fun if like guests do something before they get to the zoo, because now it's just, as I said, it's the straight line. And like nobody's that objective. Like especially if you have like some pretty things to sit in front of the zoo. It's just like, yep, they don't care about that. Like in a way I really just get, because it's Planet Zoo. Like, I'm just going to zoom out. Like, I think I have 2 spawners here. And then there's going to be a spawner here. I know that they are not going to come from here as much anymore. But then there's like this entire garden and such. They just don't care. They, but it would make sense if they like return to the same spawn point. It would also be fun to see like groups of guests, like some arrive from here, and then they like group up in front of the entrance or just behind it. Turn around and go to the gibbons. Yeah, for me it's just like this. The wooden part is just, that's the main part. They don't, like, I'm actually surprised they don't go like straight here, but they just go whoop. Like this part, this part, this part. Don't see any use. Also, it is fun though, like, you look at this area, my computer kind of shuts off. I go here and it's just screaming agony. I'm not torturing my PC too much. Put in like a spawn in the bus and a spawn in the parking lot and no one will go back to the bus because, oh, yeah. I sometimes want to do, like, you see those videos from like City Skylines where they make like the entire bus route and they just show the entire bus route. You can't do that in Plan 2 because there's no, how do you call it? They just go wherever, don't know what they will do, and they won't arrive at the same end destination. And then of course sometimes they just glitch into each other. Block the other paths and force them. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, I have a life, I want to do other stuff, but let's be honest, I don't. Like, I've legit, and Goron, this is something that's very different between you and me. I've just spent some time just in Photoshop making posters. I'm not going to make the signs myself. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, I have a life, but then it was like, Poison, you've also made like posters in Photoshop. Just because you wanted something. At least AI is good for that. It's always like these fences. But I need to make it so that I can make a door into it. Like, I don't know where you get the patience from. Like, I've made the sign for a metro, and I had to do like the tiniest bit of like sort of signage. And I was just like, I'm so annoyed. Oh no, yeah, it was the signage for a metro. Like, I had to make like the metro lines, because you always see those when you go to a metro or subway. There's always like the sign showing like, oh, this metro goes to these stops. And it's always like right in front, so you're like, I couldn't get away with not doing that. And at that point I was just like, yeah, let's try making a sign. Holy fuck, how do people have the patience for it? I haven't done them in a while for a reason. Yeah, because they drive you insane. Oh yeah, I need to actually look up. Like, I have one of those like electrical things like right in front of my home, so I could legit just look out of the window. It's usually just a lot of fuse boxes and such. Not enough time anymore. He's really letting his standards fall down the wayside. I expected more from you, Goron. A lot more. always want to use these, but these are actually way too large. That's still something that just continuously bugs me. Like the standard meter thing for any building in Plan 2 is 4 meters. There's no building that's going with 4 meters. There just isn't. Wait, yeah, this is the right size. You could also just make it like water treatment. Like if I actually want to get something done in a decent amount of time, signs are not feasible. How many sign streams have you made, Goron? Just to put you on the spot. Where? There it is. So that will be where the entrance is. More than 3. I have 0. Well, that can also count for streams just in general. Because for me, streams are just... I like watching them. But a lot of the times afterwards, I'm just so exhausted. Wait, we have tiny spikes. I just don't know in which pack they came. No. There were tiny spikes. But by this point, there's been so many packs that I have no idea which pack they're from. 22-ish. I think we need to get you an intervention, Goron. Just, I think we need to save you from you. I also have no idea anymore what's the last pack before the tropical pack. Let's just... I think it's grasslands, but I know that we got spikes somewhere. Where? Oh no, I know what. These things. These have saved me so many times lately. Funny thing is, here are your signs. I've been profiting off your misery. And there. So, damn it. Wait, they aren't? I thought they... Then I have to... No, that does... I have to change some video descriptions. I really thought those were yours. Oh, then at least I can say we're not profiting off of your misery, Goron. Ooh, these also could work as spikes. Yeah, I haven't touched the game in like a week by now. Yep. It's just been nice and refreshing when the just doom of graduating and all of that is just in your face. The animal sign packs are mine, but I think it's a lion who made the generic sign packs. Yeah, I now need to change some video descriptions. Why the Come on, just give me both of those. Oh god. It's not in the middle of the rounding. But they look like you could stab someone with it, so we have to go with it. And I'm already annoyed with them. So this is not going to line up because fuck me, I guess. Yeah. Just give me that. And fuck off. They say, oh, games don't cause aggression. I want to stab someone. I am not a good role model when it comes to not or no aggression in Planet Zoo. Well, just in general. And now smash those together, smash that together. You can stab me, by the way. But I'm not. Why? Oh, selected the wrong thing. Why would I stab you, Goron? Actually, better question, why wouldn't I stab you? Oh yeah, that was what I was trying to do. Make this a bit higher because there's always the kids that just want to climb this for some reason. Because kids are weird. I mean, yeah, there's nothing to say about it. It's just kids are weird. I also just wanted to... This is either going to go very bad or very well. Has anyone seen like the latest Netflix documentary about Cleopatra? Because I'm a bit of like a history nerd. Not in the point of like, oh, I know a lot about it. More of just like, yeah, I like history. But it's really good when you make a documentary about Egypt, or at least about Cleopatra, and get sued by fucking Egypt. Like, how do you do it so bad that like you get sued by the country you're making a documentary of? To me, that's just like, how? And there's of course like a lot of things just not good about the documentary, but to me it will just forever now be funny. The documentary that got sued. At least we will never forget it. You haven't watched it, Goran? Come on, be a bit more cultured. It's hypocritical coming from me because I haven't watched the movie in like... I don't think I even want to answer that because it's so long ago that I watched any movie. I think the last thing that I've watched that is close to a movie. Well, it's not. It is, I think, the first anime that I've watched. Like the Castlevania. I'm an uncultured man. I know. I'm not into dino, so you're free to not watch Prehistoric Planet. Probably with some other people, you might get crucified for not having watched that. Here, no. Yeah. Castlevania was fun though. But it also showed that like I am, again, not a good role model, because the one thing that I thought when watching like the massacre scene, also spoilers for Castlevania if anyone has watched that, but like when there's a massacre scene, I just go, more blood, more guts. Oh, there's a child being murdered. Yeah. I never thought that even when and Wyatt were like, well, Wyatt a bit, but I've seen like 3 animes. Before Castlevania, the only anime that I could have said that I've watched is Avatar, like Avatar The Last Airbender, and a little bit of Pokemon. I haven't even seen any like Dragon Ball Z or anything. I don't know, there's just something in my brain just doesn't click when it comes to anime. Can I just get this in here? Yes. Oh, now I have to make it so that it's pretty, because that's the entire goal of Plant Zoo. It's not to build zoos, it's to make things pretty. Hey, Isla. I installed the Cannibal Children mods. Alright, I'm not... No, I would do that, actually. Actually, I would do like, I want to play Skyrim again and do like a full, just all of the mods, make Skyrim actually look good. But I want the NPCs not to get killed because I just get annoyed then, because it's like, oh yeah, that merchant was murdered and I just needed to like just, I know that you were taken off by a dragon, chewed you up, but just be alive so that I can use you. I can't stand anime most of the time. For me, it's just something about like the art style. And yes, I heavily thirsted after Dracula from Castlevania. But like, most of the people kind of, to me, it doesn't click in my brain. But then a lot of times when it comes to just animation and such, especially like the old style, like the drawn animation, it just, I don't know, just for some reason it kills all of the immersion that I have. I've never watched One Punch Man. I've never watched any other anime besides the 3 that I've mentioned so far. So, if you want to kill me, well, try, I would say. You will fail, but try. Or actually, you would succeed now because I, for some reason, seem to like... I am just... By this point, I am just 99% sure that people who like really like going to the gym are just very heavily into BDSM as well. Like, they like pain. So like, does that also say something about me? No. Yeah, no. But it's just like, yeah. I'm going to make a set. The 3 animes that I've watched, and one of them is debatable, but Castlevania, which I think is anime, Pokemon, which I got bored of very quickly because it's just the same thing. Team Rocket appears, they fight, Ash wins, the end. And the last one is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. That sounds like... For some reason, when I said Airbender, I just thought very bad things. Anyways, so yeah, Attack on Titan. Nope. Haven't watched it. The most useful things are the tiniest. I also need a chain because these things are always just chained up. Also, what was the other thing of like, oh yeah, people who like to go to the gym are just heavily into BDSM. That's just a fact. Airbender. I really like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, it's definitely made for children, but as an adult you can still watch it without feeling like you're a toddler. What was that? Okay. Oh yeah. It's always the smallest things that are the most useful, but also the most fucking difficult to find. So let's do this. But now I can't fully rage about just the Cleopatra thing. Like, that has been like sitting in my brain rent-free for I don't even know how long. I don't know what I did there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just like, is Avatar anime or is it not? Like, it's very debatable, you know? because it certainly has like the style show, but it was made, I think, in the US. Although, if you say to me, oh, I like the live action movie, I will crucify you. Like, without a doubt, you will be crucified. So, Goron, Ayla, if you say you like the live action version, then you can't be here. You're just immediately banned. As soon as I figure out how to ban. Because I am an idiot. That's the good answer, Goron. There is no live action Avatar. Well, they are working on one actually right now. Like, they're working on a live action Avatar. I don't know which one it is. Like, maybe by Netflix, but I don't know. But it's, I think, also again episode based, which is a lot better than a movie because you can get a lot more in. Also, I don't know why I picked that. There's a lot of things in Plan Zoo that I just like, I never use. But yeah, that live action one was just bad. Like, it takes 6 or 7 people to move a pebble. Yeah, just no. What was I looking for? Like, this is the fun thing for streams. It's just like, I'm doing the small stuff that like wouldn't show up in a video because it's just boring. This one. Oh, it's they just canceled. Yeah. And hey, Beatrice, and we're building an electrical thing. I don't know what you call it. It's just like this, going to be like a bunch of like the fuse, not really boxes. So I'm not holding. It could be good, but I'm not expecting anything. Yeah. I did hear some rumors that they were like going to also, or if somebody else is going to do it, I don't know, because I have the memory of a goldfish. So like, I will move to one side of my room and I will just completely forget about it. But they were also planning to do something with like the original gang from Avatar, but then set when they're older. Yeah, these aren't pigeon spikes. These are for teenagers that for some reason want to go everywhere. But I need some change. And I know that they want to go everywhere because I'm not that old yet. I would also want to get in here. And now we have tiny chains. So. But hey, at least there's one thing that came out of the stream. I have more blackmail material on Goron. No, we're just going to leave it like this and then just put a thingy down there. Yes, that's the new anime. Yes. Like, I have more confidence in it if it's not live action when it comes to Avatar, just because you can get so much more emotion in. Like, so much more like craziness can go in. Mr. Nugget. I haven't had chicken nuggets in a while. Although, legit, Wednesday, again, when I went home from the gym, like, I have to cycle by a McDonald's. And, like, it was so difficult to not turn around and just go, like, I want nuggets. For some reason, that just completely ripped up my throat. I haven't been on Reddit in a long ass time. I am curious though, because yeah, I have an ego. Like, I'm not going to deny it that I would just look it up just to satisfy my ego. Like, for anyone who's saying like, oh yeah, I'm just curious, and it's like, yeah, you just want to satisfy your ego. Just, you know, be honest. So I will look it up just to satisfy my ego for a bit. Then a chain there. We would also need some cameras here. But yeah, if they're doing like an animated movie for Avatar, I have a lot more hope for that than a live action. Because that's also my main criticism of the Little Mermaid movie, the live action movie that they've made. Like, I don't care about like the skin color of the actress. It's a mermaid. It's a fantasy creature. I don't care. The same thing with like Rings of Power of like, oh yeah, they have black dwarfs. I don't care. It's a fantasy thing. But when it came to the Little Mermaid movie, like the trailers that I've seen, because I do like Disney movies, it just looks so bleak. Like, it looked like all of the color was washed out. That's like the only criticism that I have. I haven't watched it like in full, but that's like just something with like animation versus live action. A lot of the things can be just like exaggerated and made to look prettier than real life. And for animation, that a lot of times it works really well. And then when you have to like transform a animation into a live action, the first thing that you're probably going to notice is like, oh yeah, the faces are going to just not be as expressive as in animation, or the colors are going to be a little bit more dull or muted, because in real life nothing is usually like the bright colors of animation. So that's my main criticism of everything. Nobody asked for it, but yeah. Yeah, I have a Disney Plus account, so I will just see it when it goes there. Because the one thing that I constantly rewatch is Narnia, and that's on Disney Plus. So I basically have like, I don't know how much it costs by now, like 7 to 10 euros a month I pay just to be able to see Narnia. And some of the documentaries, actually. Disney lighting department need to learn how to make things lively and easy to see again. Yeah. Because like in the trailer, like showing like Ariel in like the coral reef, it just looks so dull and gray. That's the one thing. Like, I think that's the only reason why I actually like the Aladdin and Cinderella remake, is because those are just colorful. Like, the movies themselves are boring as hell, but they look pretty. Screw the argument of its realistic stuff isn't colorful. Yeah. in some places, like, that can be an argument. In a lot of other places, not, because like coral reefs are really madly colorful, and then in the movie they look gray. Don't get me started on like the Lion King live action remake, because I just pretend that doesn't exist. What was I planning to build inside, actually? Oh yeah, the fuse boxes. I hate they didn't. I mean, I get it, because like the second one was good, but definitely not as good as the first one, and then the third one was kind of meh. So I'm actually glad that they didn't continue it, because then if it continued that trend, then the fourth one would be just completely forgettable. But I really hope that we eventually will get those back. I think I made this way too large. Yeah, I think I made this way too large. Like, I don't think we need this. Unless I also make it into like a... If you ever have time to kill, about the Lion King remake, I've watched. I think I've already watched that one. Yeah, a lot of the live action remakes, it's just meh. They are just blatantly cash grabs. Like, they are trying to just get some quick cash from nostalgia. Like, that's a lot of the... Like, I think everybody can agree with that. It's just like, yeah, it's not adding anything new. And if it does, it's really... No, it looks better when it's bigger. Also in real life. I found a compiled version of all the Narnia books with a beautiful cover, and I really want it, but it's really expensive. I don't read as much, so I can't really give an opinion on that. Like, the last, like, sort of expensive thing that I bought is a leather harness. Well, is it yeah, it is sort of a harness, but it's like one for like daily wear, because I was just like, yeah, I want this. Alright, now I need to actually look up how these fucking things look, because I can't twist my neck to try and look out of the window. Can't find any safe pins for electrical box. Fuck off. Also, yes, I have officially become a hoarder on Pinterest, because I've found out that I have way too many pins. Let's make it a little bit chunkier. Yes. There are some Avatar books. The first two about Kiyossi are so good. Now there's a new one about Young Chen, and it's been on my shelf for months now. Yeah, I bought all of the Game of Thrones books because I just want to forget season 8 of Game of Thrones ever happened. I haven't even gone past half of the first one. I think I learned though about live action and remakes recently is that there's a lot of Pinocchio and Winnie the Pooh movies recently because they entered the public domain. So that might it. Alright, see you, Goron. Have fun with the rest of your vacation. Also, if you see a squirrel, run. I've already sent them on a mission to murder. Just murder. So just run. Not that it's going to save you, but just run. He's never good. Yeah. I also saw recently of like every like between every book there's more and more time. I saw several Prevost squirrel. This again shows how little I know of animals, because I thought like that you were saying like, oh, posts of like squirrels of like, on like Twitter or Instagram or whatever. I didn't think that like, oh, Prevost, kind of or species of squirrel. That just didn't come to mind at any point. Oh yeah, they're usually a lot smaller, these things. But then, good thing they were locked up. Yeah, you might have saved your life. Because we are after you, Goron. We will find you. And you won't like that. Just tell me if you find a rainbow squirrel, that's all. Have fun. Because rainbow squirrels just... they look like they shouldn't exist. That, but then... need to make it blend in a bit more. This is definitely way too big, but... well, actually, if I want inspiration, I could just... get this. Oh, we could have that to the side. Then a little. Damn it. So let me sit up straight again. But yeah, we're just making fuse boxes basically. Just huge fuse boxes. I wanted to start off with like building a park. And that idea pretty much got shafted. That's a lot. I mean, it's for both the zoo and then this thing is going to be a city. So this is a lot of stuff. And maybe also like some water stuff. Which doesn't sound like a good idea to do that right next to each other, but we here at Poisonblades just sometimes don't care for realism if it looks pretty. That's it. Did I watch Eurovision? Yes, I have. I'm going to be so negative today, but it was just like, I don't know what it is, but this year was just, to me, so boring. Like, it sounds just so negative, but like, I didn't care too much about it this year. Need to get that. This. I forgot you were going to make a city. Oh yeah, I've been... Well, not this week, but like last week or such, I was just spamming the Discord with just pictures of like, hey, I've built this, I've built this. And that's how I got like in a bit of like the funk of like, oh, I don't feel like building right now. Is because I was just building way too much. Yeah, that's basically what happened. That's why it has gone south. It's awesome and I got way too invested this year. Yeah, they did say like, oh yeah, like, from which country was she again? Basically the green sweater guy or the green shirt or something guy was like the public favorite, but I mean, I can in a way get of like, oh yeah, it's like the anniversary of like ABBA or something and like winning. So like I can get the point of like, oh yeah, they wanted Loreen to win. However, at the end of the day, I don't care too much. It's... I don't know, it's just something about it this year, just because I like Eurovision. Like it's just the level of crazy that I like. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously. But there was just something about it this year that just, I don't know. Something about it just made me go meh. Oh, we could also do... Yeah, we could do the water thing of like an entrance to the sewer. When you're not European, so you have to watch it. It's chaos. Like if you enjoy what I do, you might actually enjoy Eurovision. Just don't take it serious. Like, I don't think anybody takes Eurovision really serious. But it's just chaos in a good way. I'm just going to look at a few more fuse boxes. Oh yeah. Yeah, like normally I don't care, but Finland's song really got stuck in my head. Is it like Olympics? It's like a song contest, but high. Like it's a song contest on drugs, basically. Where like every country of Europe, but also for some reason Australia and such, just sent like a singer and to represent them, and it is supposed to be like a competition and such, but it like just doesn't take itself seriously, which is the good thing about it. This. And then we need to do some lettering, because there's always something of like a warning written on these things, because it's high voltage electricity, so of course. Oh wait, but we can't color this thing. Yeah, but then if it's part of like the Commonwealth, then why isn't Canada in there? Like there is a reason that like Australia's in there. I like heard of like, oh yeah, there's a lot of like European, like, or like a lot of people from Europe migrated to Australia, and that's why they like it so much there. I don't know if that's the case. That's just something I've heard, but I think there's just something that like, can I color this? Yes, because the signs are usually with white lettering. So it's like a Colosseum type of situation where instead of fight, they just outparty each other somewhat. And every year, for some reason, Germany does awful. Which is just, to me, kind of funny. That it's just like every year, Germany just gets shafted. Like, I think Sweden got like 300 points at the end, and Germany got like 12. And it's like public voting, there's a jury voting. But it's just to me funny how badly Germany for some reason does. Constantly. Also my earbuds are just like constantly falling out. Germany, and for a long time England as well. Why is this connected? I'm just going to copy this one. And just world, move it, move that. For some reason, just Germany just doesn't like it. It's always either too weird or too boring. It just doesn't know how to do the middle. Because like you want the music to be memorable. Germany's music is just always either so weird that you will just inevitably dislike it. Take out some spaces here. And then it's a completely different thing. Trust me. So do make the spaces like the same. So. Maybe music just hits different. Well, no, of seeing what Rudy has said, Rudy is German, even he just doesn't like what Germany sends in. But of course, there's also like the things of like politics and such. Like neighboring countries will like vote for each other. Like there's that of course going on. So there's a little bit of politics also in it. But overall, Germany just always does the worst. I think one year they actually got 0 points. Which I think is just kind of an achievement in itself. I love how we spent the entire stream just making 2 giant fuse boxes. Although I do want to make like an entrance to the sewer, like a bigger entrance. So we're just going to take this. Also, my voice just wanted to crack so badly there. We didn't even make the final. Yeah, no. I am glad that the Netherlands didn't get the final because the song was just so boring. Like again, with Eurovision, you either have to be really good, like have a really, really good song, or you just need to be crazy enough to be remembered. Yeah, that seems about the right size. That's kind of sad. No, it's not. It's like people are very well aware of like how Eurovision works. It's just like they should have said Snollapolgus. So this is going to look like the entrance to a murder basement. Just trust me that it's not. That's a great thing to say. Just trust me that you're not going to get murdered in this thing. Just trust me. I need this. That. That works because there's going to be things in the middle, of course. But yeah, Eurovision is weird, but in a good way. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it's so shiny. Then just move some parts. And then we need the stud thingies again. Why did the music just completely stop, it seems? I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know if you have a song contest where like every country in Latin America sends like a representative, like a representative singer or band or something, then I would love to know. I think it was like yeah. And it was also supposed to be non-political. That part didn't survive for too long. I like Eurovision. It's just crazy in a fun way. Like, we have the voice, but it's in... Yeah. We also have the... Well, we don't, because there was a massive scandal surrounding the voice. We don't have that anymore. That was a very strange time. Just a massive scandal. So it also just looks, or is going to look, like a doomsday bunker. But it's not. It's supposed to be just so that it's like there's a bigger entrance to the sewer in case something needs to get like worked on. Then with some... let's do the shiny beams. But we do love our gincanas here in Brazil. What's a gincana, if I might ask? Also, of course, this is also going to get a chain. Because of course, like, this is an entrance to the sewer. Of course, teenagers are going to, for some reason, want to get in there. Can we just all agree that just teenagers and kids are just weird? Again, I can say that I wasn't, or I'm not that old. I mean, I'm still in school, so. But like, Actually, usually this sits like a bit on top and over. Ew. We're going to change this. Because it usually sits more like this. Like on top of it and then over. Just your entrance into the sewer. It's like a big scavenger hunt. Alright. Sounds a lot more fun than a singing competition, actually. This is definitely not the place where some corporate entity is summoning demons. Let's be real, it definitely is. School versus school. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to do that in the Netherlands. We are too competitive. I mean, soccer games are already dangerous in the Netherlands. And I'm not lying. They are. Very. Like the amount of destruction after a soccer game. Especially if like a team loses. I made a teenager pick up pieces of paper one time because they were burning them, so I just stood there until she picked it all up. I don't think that would work nowadays. I mean, you can make it work. Just stand there with like what is it? Chain X is what I wanted to say. Again, never take any of my advice. Have you considered murder? That's my advice. Murder. Then there's again, of course, a piece of paper here. You have murder for carnival. Sounds like fun. Also, yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, like the large well, not trucks, but just the large things. What was I looking for again? Oh yeah, hinges. I keep forgetting where they are. When I can legit just pick up one of these. So. Oh yeah, but it doesn't care about that. Like this door gets opened probably like once every like few years. Like there's going to be leaves and such on top of this. Because it's just like, oh yeah, just check in on like the stuff. I'm really descriptive, am I? How much of a percent is there in a... Not really that much. As far as I'm aware, but then I am a bit of a hermit, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I think if you look for like foreign presence in like the Netherlands, the first that you will see is like either Suriname, Indonesian, or Turkish. Which, of course, makes sense, seeing our history. Gotta go. Yeah, we're not going to continue for that much longer. As well, so you won't miss out on much. Just the end of the sewer dungeon. With some chains on it, of course. Just going to take this one. So see ya, Isla. Also, well, I have an idea why it's all chained up, because of course, kids. Like, for some reason, kids always want to get into the weird places. Because kids. We used to joke him that you're able to spot another person anywhere, even when you least expect. My mother says something similar when it comes to Indonesian people. That's like she can just by like a glance can look like, yeah, that person is also Indonesian. which is kind of funny. So, oh, yeah, let's not take the entire door of that thing with us as well. Damn it. And if this at a slight angle. That makes it, yeah. And it's funny in a way because like there's nothing that like, alright PC, you can go silent right now, please. Thank you. But for once actually listened. But it's not like, oh yeah, Indonesian people are like so different physically, like on like a first glance from like people from Thailand and such. But for some reason my mother is just like, yeah, that's they, him, they are Indonesian. A lot of the time she's actually correct. Or at least there's like Indonesian heritage. Funny to me. When me and my mom went to the US, she managed to make a beeline to the only Brazilian because that's just like, that's we recognize our people everywhere. It's a superpower. Alright, so this place would be dirty as hell. Like, where are the leaves? Is it clutter then? No. What are the leaves called then? What? Where are they? There they are. Litter, literally. Can we just say, like, we can all agree, the tropical litter looks better than this. But yeah, there's going to be leaves. The only thing is, I don't understand why it's not flat. Yeah, there's leaves. Of course, just everywhere. Because, like, they're not going to clean this area. Also, just because it's like a sewer entrance, just don't think what this. Just don't think too long about what these traces might be. It's just like, I for once color matched something so good to like the dirt. There's going to be some here. Need something smaller. Let's put all of the litter in like one group. So, just don't think too hard what this could be. It's just dirt. Damn it, I want that color. Just grunge. Definitely not shit. Why does this look... Why does... Wait, what is... Which one? Oh. Yeah, what I put on there was definitely shit. Just some dirt. It just looks like scratches on the ground. Either something was dragged. Oh, this one is better actually. For God's sake. Then I also just want some... It's like just some... There was definitely a grime here. Or somebody had too much beans and the sewer just exploded. I want... Like this has a bit of like cracking. This just... Can we all agree this is just straight up a bullet hole? Oh wait, this one is... Yeah, I want cracks. Doesn't look at like the actual crack things. Now I need to remove that one. Because like this is not going to be like kept up to shape constantly. Like this is... going to be like a little run down because this is only like they check this once in a while and then they're done. Yeah, somebody definitely had a little bit too much beans. Or an entire city. And then the only thing that I still want because then we can just place it here is some like boilers or something along those lines. Yeah. Although those are going to be like orange. Don't ask me why I want the boilers to be orange. This is too small and this is too large. But we're going to have to deal with this one. Or I could make one myself. It was breakdown during Eurovision. Yeah. Not that. Actually, let me look. Because we have been building huge stuff. Maybe I should first look like what is... Yeah, I really just need a size in between these. Because this is too small. But this is a little bit too large. I'm going to have to make one myself. Which is never going to look as smooth. Wait, this is... Yeah. So, need that. We can do that. I think having it flat on top is better than having a nub. Then orange. No, bright orange. Actually, let's raise this up a bit. Cause constantly go over these. I have no idea what this is going to be for. Maybe just like some water treatment of some sort. The only thing I know is I need to separate these because otherwise I'm not going to be able to select any of them. Oh. Funny going from not being that interested in detail to legit putting nails into something. I think I've reached my peak. I don't know if we... It kind of looks like the gas tank. Well... Maybe they are collecting like methane or some... Like one of those like gases from the sewer. I hope not. But maybe... Oh, why did I select that? Give me one. 3? Yes. No. Wait, I know what I want now. Do we actually have like... We don't have... No, we don't have the tubes here. These are too... are they too small? Yeah, they are. These are even smaller, so no. Do we have... Yes. I have no idea what these are for, but it looks pretty. It's kind of like world building. Like sometimes you just make a location because it's pretty, and then you try and figure out the story surrounding it. Put this a little bit back so that you can actually get inside. Like how many times I feel like just... If you're thinking about anything and it's just like... I don't know what to do with this, but it's pretty. Or interesting, or just something along those lines. There's of course a panel here to like measure stuff. But like you see that in a lot of games, right? It's just like it looks pretty and then they sort of wrap the story surrounding it after. If you're good, then it makes sense. If you're not, then it just looks pretty. Like, I think that's like the best thing when it comes to writing or just gaming or anything. It's just like this place was definitely just made for aesthetics, but it somehow feels really natural in the world. And of course there's a screen. There's some buttons. There's some more screws. Like after I've seen somebody use this, I don't know who, I'm just like, yeah, I need all of the screws now. Like, just give them to me now. Yeah, it makes you think that the world... Yeah. And like, it doesn't have to be based on realism. Like, you don't need to be like, oh yeah, the tectonic plates work like this and such. But like, feels that like it's cohesive with the rest of the world. Because that's one thing that like, when I was still doing all the fancy stuff, was like worrying about it, was just like, yeah, I want to do this, but is it going to like look weird or something? I need something to... Well, first... Oh, it's here. Those are the large ones. Of course, it's just too large. And there's, of course, leaves trapped in between here. We need something that's like... That works. Wait, does this then... This work? Yes! Actually, I need to... Because now it just feels attached to the ground instead of sort of floaty. Not that, not that. Nope. Nope. Said that we can't recolor this. That works. But yeah, it's just, this is basically what we kind of ended up with. I don't know why giving it like a concrete base just sort of solidifies it as being part of it all. I also like that we just didn't look at this anymore. I don't want to get like the last thing. Nah. Let's just move it over. I do have to do some terrain work because this area is not flat as I thought it was. Yeah, it's just... At least I can like blueprint this. But it's just going to be here. Oh. And then just the plants are growing up around it. It's just realism. But I think that's going to be it for today. I mean, we've been building this small thing for 2 hours. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I don't know how many more of these I am going to do. Because, yeah, it's going to be quite busy the coming weeks. So, we will see. Anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.